Back before Konami received the exclusive rights to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brand back in 1999, Toei Animation gave the merchandise rights to Bandai to coincide with the release of Season 0 back in 1998. There were 3 sets released in this series up until the end of the Season 0 anime. Bandai also released a sticker set at the end of the line when Konami received the rights to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brand. Looking back at how the game works and reading some of the cards, the game is a mess. The Wikipedia page that I got the rules from said there's only 13 confirmed rules. Oh boy, a whole 13 rules to clean up any nuances and problem solving within the game. You just know this is gonna be good. Let's take a gander at these rules. Rule number 1. Both players must use the same number of cards as their decks. Already I'm confused. It doesn't clarify how many cards I can have in my deck, or if my opponent has less cards, I have to take cards out. How many copies of the same card can I have in my deck? Just for the sake of the video, we're going to say 40 cards for both players and only 3 copies of the same card per deck. Rule 2. Draw 5 cards from your deck to form your hand. This one is surprisingly straightforward. By the way, did you notice that it didn't mention how the turn order is decided? I'm assuming rock, paper, scissors. Or high roll. Rule 3. Select 1 monster from your hand and play it to start a battle. What about the first turn? Do I just summon a monster and sit on it? Or does my opponent also summon a monster? Do we put down a monster at the same time? Is it like Pokemon rules and you first put it face down and then flip them at the same time? And what if my entire hand is just spell cards? Do I keep drawing until I draw a monster, or do I reshuffle my entire hand and try again? The next 3 are about how battle is conducted, so we'll just go over those in one fell swoop. Rule 4. To determine the results of the battle, compare the attack of your attacking monster to the defense of the attacked monster. Rule 5. If your monster's attack is higher, your opponent's monster is destroyed. Rule 6. Even if you destroy the opponent's monster, if the defense of your monster is lower than the attack of your opponent's monster, your monster is also destroyed. This battle method kind of reminds me of how battle is conducted in Magic the Gathering. My concern is, what happens if an attacking monster has the same attack as the defense of another monster? I'm going to assume that nothing happens, like in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Rule 7. When the battle ends, draw 1 card from your deck, and you can end your turn. You can end your turn, but you don't have to. The option is there. Rule 8. Each turn will continue like this until both players' decks are empty. We may have a problem here, because that equals out to 70 turns between 2 players if both players are using 40 cards. Ain't nobody got time for that. Rule 9. Each player counts the total level stars of the monsters they destroyed. The player with the highest amount is declared the winner. Everyone better be carrying a pen and paper or a calculator, because that's a lot of cards if each player is playing 40. Rule 10. If you have a spell, trap, or equipped card in your hand, you can put them in play face down. I like how equipped cards are their own card type. There's a lot of weird typing like that, but that's for another day. It doesn't say if you could just activate it or not, or if they have to be face down first. You can put them face down. Rule 11. You can activate your face down spell, trap, or equip cards at any time during a battle. Wait, does that mean I can activate traps the turn I set them? Eat your heart out, Makura! Rule 12. When the effect of a spell, trap, or equip card is used, it is discarded. No complaints here. Rule 13. When a player's deck is empty, the duel will continue until the other player's deck is empty as well. So what if the other player has no more monsters left in their deck? Do they keep passing turn until the deck is empty? But you need to go into battle in order to draw a card, which you need a monster in hand for. Does the duel just end in that case? The rules are very vague or they're really conditional, which is to be expected for the early days of anime card games. There's no clarification for when one thing happens, drawing is conditional to the battle, and the win condition takes a long time, and it requires a lot more math than what anyone would want to do for a game like this. Unfortunately, the confusion gets worse from here on out with the actual cards, which I'll go over in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Brent, and I am Maxed Out Weird, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace!